Hi, I'm Chris Dickinson from Artisan. I'm going to show you how to make a plait from a dough ball. Here are some dough balls that have proved up for 2 hours at room temperature. We take some white flour and place on our surface. We then remove the dough ball carefully from the tray and place onto the flour. We then divide the plait up into 3 roughly equal compartments. We then press the dough out into rectangular shapes, pressing all the air out, and then roll into strands. We don't need too much flour, otherwise the strands will not roll at all. So we just push over again. If your dough's very dry, it's not going to roll, so you don't need too much flour on your hands or on the surface. And we roll these all to roughly around the same length. Once we have our strands, we can remove this flour out the way. Then we're ready to do a plait. So we bring in our 3 strands, we join them all together at one end, and then we bring the outside ones constantly into the middle. And there is our breaded plait, which we place on a tray with some parchment. At this point, if we don't want to use white flour, we can use a little piece of semolina on the tray. That will now go into a prover for 20 minutes, or it will prove at ambient between 30 to 40. After 20 minutes, our plait is ready to go into the oven. But before we do put it into the oven, we need to brush it with some milk or some egg, just to give it some colour when it comes out of the oven. This now goes into the oven at 250 degrees centigrade for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Because it's bread, it takes just a little bit longer. After 15 minutes, our plaited bread is ready to come out of the oven. We then place this on a board, and as you can see, there is a slight glaze because of the milk that we brushed on before. But just to add that little bit of something extra, we're going to brush some garlic oil to put a nice sheen to finish the bread off completely. There we have our plaited bread. How many things can you make from a dough ball?